buses saw a price increase. We have a breakdown of the changes on our website. Remember, you can get breaking news around the clock on clickorlando.com and the News 6 app.
WDYC, Altamont Springs. WYGC, High Springs. A JVC broadcasting station. 660 AM, 105.5 FM. Florida Man Radio. The views and opinions on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting, management, or its sponsors. You have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark on Florida Man Radio.
Do you swear to tell the truth? The whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You want answers? You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth! Last night.
And welcome to Tuesday here at You Have Power Radio. I will be your host, Justin Clark, protecting you, the consumer. Armstrong wannabe cyclist getting in Seminole County. Calls and text messages. 321-339. Look in YouTube or 2 TV shows for you. This weekend and every weekend Saturday. Now in prime time at 7:30 p.m. on our news partner, CBS. It is You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. And then Sunday morning, 10 a.m. over on TV 27, it is Behind the Law. So much to get to on your drive home. But first, the team to my right. It is your Orlando radio legend, Mick Dolan. Mick, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
And to his right, making sure we are digitally available to you, it is the Kenny.
You're
pushing the buttons, making sure we're on the radio. My good friend EC, greetings.
What's up?
And to my left, it is the beautiful Briana. Hello, Briana.
Hello, Justin.
321-339-1055.
And now it's time for the opening statement. This should be interesting.
The arrest of an 18-year-old cyclist on Saturday has cycling advocates up in arms.
They brought him to justice.
They are so angry. Seminole County deputies say 2 young men on bicycles. We have the video of this. We're about to watch this and diagnose this together.
Really?
2 men on bicycles ran a stop sign at the corner of Florida Avenue and Van Arsdale Street near Oviedo on Saturday. He said, in a nutshell, the cop said, look, these guys knew what they were doing, and they knew I was there. And it was one of these deals where the officer was just out of his car, holding his hand up like, stop. You know what I mean? You're going to see it in a minute. But they didn't stop, and they kind of laughed at him, according to the deputy. Yeah. They kind of looked at him and they're like, dude, we're on a bike. We're not stopping at the stop sign, and we're certainly not letting you pull us over on our bicycles. That's what in a nutshell, what the officer is saying. Now, but these advocates for bicyclists around the country are now making it's almost like the Casey Anthony trial. I mean, people are, bicycle advocates from around the country are all mad and up in arms that they had the audacity to arrest.
It's gone viral.
This young man. Lopez Ayala is his last name. His family representative, Rachel Maney, the national director of, get this, Bike Law,
really?
a national network of independently practicing bicycle attorneys,
really,
is demanding
I didn't know
an immediate apology from the Seminole County Sheriff's Office. And I quote, this is a quote from Rachel, who is part of this Bike Law group. I think people are people, and people make mistakes. And when people make mistakes, the right thing to do is apologize and correct the wrongdoing. So,
who's apologizing?
No, she is saying that the officers need to apologize for having the audacity to pull this cyclist over for running a stop sign. Yet, look, if you try to go around them on a double line, the cyclists want you look like they want you dead. Right? Yeah, they want it both ways. This is the problem with cyclists. And look, I understand that you want to get in shape, right? You want to be healthy, so you're going to go ride your bicycle. I'm cool with that. I am. I'm even cool with you going at 8 a.m. on Saturday with 70 of your closest friends, okay? It's fine with me. But I assure you, if you want all the protections of the road with you and your 70 closest friends, you got to obey the rules of the road as well.
Sure. Can't break
So
the law.
we have the video of this guy, 18-year-old guy, riding down some highway. It was like a 2-lane highway. It was kind of like a back roadsy type highway.
Right.
And there are 2 officers standing right at this stop sign. EC, do you have this video we can pull up? All right, here we go. Can you see this?
Yeah.
All right, so here's, and look, I understand this is radio. But so right now we're watching these 2 bicyclists. There's apparently 12 other ones, but these 2 are like ahead. Look at them. You see? They're not stopping there. You see the officer's out of the car. He's like, stop, stop. They won't stop. So now he goes, the officer now goes and gets in his patrol car, and he's about to chase them down. Can you fast forward it a little bit? All right, so now he's taken off. Now the officer is taking off. He left one of his officer buddies, I think, now. All right, so you hear? Stop it right there, you see. Now, the argument here is they can't hear the sirens. We can't hear this. You're on a bike, dude.
Right. It's not like you're in a car with your music up.
You don't think you can hear the sirens? And even this bicycle group here, they even said something about, hold on, let me tell you. Damn.
Oh, so the cyclist community is backing him?
Oh, are they
yeah.
backing him?
Yeah, they got a lawyer group.
That's
what I can't get over.
They say,
specialists.
I find it highly likely that the boys didn't hear those instructions. I don't believe that they turned around to wave at the deputy. There's no way they could have heard the instruction. All right, roll it.
You got audio on it?
Okay. Can you hear that? I mean, can you hear the sirens?
I can hear the sirens.
Yeah.
They're on bicycles right in front of this cop. And they're saying they can't hear the instructions. All right, so now you see the officer is pulling up behind the 2 bicycle riders, cyclists, so to speak.
Turns around and
look,
looks.
he's looking at him like
He did turn around and
he
look.
acts like he didn't see him. And see, they keep going and going.
Boy, you just don't want to do that with a cop.
Jeez.
So finally, the officer sort of like, cut him off, so to speak. He went well in front of them and then
I told you
stopped.
to stop, and you kept going.
Because I stopped.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. What are you doing, man?
Because I'm putting you in handcuffs.
What the?
Do not fight me. Do not fight me right now.
Wait, we are in the right. What are you doing, man?
Do not fight me. Stop resisting me right now. Do you understand me?
I'm not doing anything.
So I mean, he's loosely resisting. It's not like it's not like he's punching the guy or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's obviously angry
So why is he being handcuffed so
doing?
quickly?
because he was running away.
Step off the bike.
He was evading arrest.
What's the problem? What do you do? What are you
told
doing,
you all to
man?
stop. You didn't stop.
Me arrestaron.
And then I told you to stop your bikes, and you didn't stop.
We didn't hear you. Me arrestaron por no parar.
Now, do you see anything covering his ears? I mean,
No.
Told him to stop.
There's
and
no
he didn't stop.
headphones in or anything.
Fantastic.
No ear pods.
You sent me out 1050 bicycle times 2.
And like the horde is like running up on him. It's
Yeah.
kind of
and now all of the bicyclist buddies are coming to
all these
pitch a fit.
voices. Yeah, like what in the world?
So, all right, you see, stop it right there. I mean, what do you guys think here? So, the bicyclist, you go out there, you cyclist, with all your buddies, and you want all of the protections of the road. Yep.
Yeah.
But you can clearly see in this video, they blasted right through the stop sign. If you're a cyclist, you gotta stop at these things.
You do.
Well, and that's the biggest thing is because that's the reason that cop was out there was not for the cyclist, was the fact that it was a 4-way stop.
Yeah.
And he probably has had issues with people running
Yeah.
right through that 4-way stop
Exactly.
with cars.
Yeah.
So they were out there policing that. And this guy, I mean, there was no slow down to the stop sign. There was nothing. He just
Right.
turned, he just blew right through it and took the
It's
curb.
a country road.
And like, yeah, like I was thinking too, maybe the cops trying to look out for the bikers and anybody's best interest, right? Because what if that biker got smacked by a car? And then what if the cop just drove away? Like, oh, I try to warn him. Then the cop's the bad guy, right?
Well,
And then the second one was, as you were hearing him with the sirens, first off, I don't care what you're doing. This room is pretty good on soundproofing. We can hear sirens when they're going down the road here.
No question about it.
And you could clearly hear him twice yell for them to pull over as he's driving next to them.
Yeah.
And then he had to finally cut them off because they
the
didn't want to.
clincher right there. Yeah.
So, run it a little bit more. See if there's anything else. it's extremely hard to hear sirens right behind me on my bicycle. Really.
I told y'all to
The wind
stop
is
and I'm riding
rolling
behind
through
you with
the-
lights and sirens and y'all ain't stopping.
I know.
You can take the bike. You can have the bike.
Yeah, hang my song.
Okay. I told him to pull over and he didn't stop. That's a
So
felony right
little
there.
credit, he does have earbuds, but
Okay.
they're hanging down. So I don't know if they were in his ear or not.
You know why the cyclist community's with him? Because he's wearing the clothes. He's wearing the stupid cyclist clothes.
I mean,
so
they,
he's
are,
trying
they
to
are
front.
matching, no question
Yeah,
about
he's trying
that.
to front like he's one of those real cyclists.
Well, you know, honestly, when,
Alright,
when
I
I'm
think we're
riding
good.
a bike,
He's wearing the gang colors.
when I'm riding a bike, if the siren is on, I'm figuring, no, they're after somebody in a car. They're not after me.
Well, anyway, the bicycle community up in arms, demanding immediate apologies from the Seminole County Sheriff's Department. I would say stay strong, Seminole County. I don't necessarily think you have anything to apologize
Yeah,
That
about.
kid-
apologize for doing your job.
And you wearing headphones. Like now you wearing headphones, right? You fly past the stop sign. You get smacked by a car. Who's the first one that's gonna
Oh, yeah.
call
No,
the ambulance to
absolutely.
help you?
Absolutely.
Well,
That
no,
cop's gonna be the
and,
first
and
one to help
the
you
car
out.
that hits you would be at fault, always, isn't it? I mean,
But
And then the officer wasn't doing enough to protect the bicycle rider from the traffic, you know?
yeah, if you got crash, there was a crash.
321-339-1055. Phone calls,
Yeah.
text messages, the
Please,
very
love to hear
same
from you.
phone number.
Love to
I
hear.
also mentioned yesterday that I almost got run over myself during the weekend during my annual visit to downtown Orlando. I don't get down there very often, but like I told you, dude, there are scooters everywhere, just like buzzing past me like little ants all over the place. These scooters.
Pay attention.
And it makes me it makes me crazy. Honestly, it did. Well, I was on to something because electric scooters are multiplying across Orlando and on the UCF campus with potentially thousands of new rentals just over the last couple of weeks.
Like ants.
It's going crazy like little ants. So just take UCF alone. Last month, they started with 300 of these little scooter ants on campus last month. But now, 750. It's more than doubled. It's more than doubled in a month, these little
flying like
scooters.
I got to
Rats.
think the company's making a fortune on these. I mean, they're
I'll
$17 an hour.
I'll tell
That's
you
what
about
it
the
costs.
pricing here in a minute, too, but they're going absolutely bananas. Jay, what's up, brother?
It's about time somebody did something to one of these bike Nazis.
I'm just glad you're on my
Riding
side.
around all the time, thinking that, oh, there's a stop sign. I don't have to worry about that. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to clip one of those little jerks, especially in Winter Park up there, Katy Way Park, where
there you go.
they'll
Oh,
throw
yeah.
their hand up as they're forcing their ask Shannon about Katy Way Park and the bicyclists.
Yeah.
They're horrible.
Yeah, and it's like,
And the thing is, they don't think that they have to stop before the statute says that they will abide by the traffic
Yeah, you
law.
got to.
Yeah, you have to, and then, but again, if you are behind, 80 of them Saturday morning at 7 a.m. because it seems like they only like to ride with 80 of their closest friends at a time, and then you're behind them, they're going 3 miles an hour, and you have the audacity to go around them, they look at you like just
With
the
the horn.
death stare.
Yeah.
You should just join
absolutely.
them.
So you know what you do? Hit the horn.
That was Jay, ladies and gentlemen. Jay was saying that today.
Not you.
It's a little absurd.
I was dating this girl, and she was telling me that she used to keep pennies in her car, and when someone did something stupid on the road, so maybe you should do that. Keep some pennies in your car.
I highly recommend against all of these ideas that you guys are talking
That's
about.
not a good
tonight.
idea, but for a friend,
I just want to be very clear about that.
That's
Well,
a
they do
word.
call you Kenny the Penny.
That's a
Hey,
very
hey.
good point.
There you go.
Jay, how you been, man? What's on your mind? Anything else?
No, brother, that
All right.
was it. Hey, Mick, just wanted to say hi. I haven't talked to you guys in a while.
We're rocking hard here.
Yeah. All right, brother.
I know.
Thanks for the call.
Take it easy, guys.
Yep. So the scooters, I'm telling you, I wasn't just making this stuff up for the radio. They're going out of control downtown to where UCF, they've more than doubled over the last month. And now in Orlando, 10 separate companies have filed permits for these little dumb scooters, with 7 already approved.
Wow.
7. Now, the city has said they expect 1,800 scooters within the next couple of months. The two most recent ones that deployed on Friday were Bird and Spin. Now, I don't know which ones are the lime ones, which ones are the orange ones. They're all equally annoying to me.
I saw a yellow one the other day, too.
They're annoying, equally annoying. I don't care what color it is. I'm annoyed by all of them. And I can understand maybe UCF getting to campus, like, I live in a dorm, I have to
and the traffic
arts and
is a nightmare
humanities,
out
I'll
there
take a
anyway.
scooter. But I'm telling you, when I was downtown this weekend, there was no one using them for transportation. They were all using them to like do wheelies and figure eights around me.
Right.
It was like a party, is what it was. It was a party.
Yeah.
Scooter party.
It was a scooter party.
I had a scary incident on the turnpike, but it was motorcyclists.
What happened?
It was a gang of them, and they were doing the wheelies and just, they're on the turnpike. It's a toll road. We're in the toll booth, and just everybody's having a great time, and it was dangerous. I mean, I was just like, I was trapped. I was surrounded by motorcycles.
UCF says 20,000 different riders in the last month. That's a big number if you think about it. So here's how it works. I guess they just leave them lingering around.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pick them up at the filling station, whatever you call it, but you can just leave it wherever you
There's one
want.
street from here right now.
There's one right. Dude, we got to bring that in here. Can we get it here?
Bro, what?
Seriously.
Well,
I mean,
If it ends up here, I don't know how it got here.
I'll use my credit card.
Oh, I can go get it right now. It's over there at the Applebee's.
Seriously?
Is it the Applebee's?
That's too far.
Yeah.
And then if you,
I'll scoot back.
But if we send you to the Applebee's, we're not likely to see you for 2-3
right.
hours.
Oh, that's
you know what I
also
mean?
true. No, give me a card. Send me to the Applebee's. We'll figure it out.
So over the weekend too, I saw a ton of them that had 2 or even 3 people riding on each one, which is apparently like totally forbidden.
That
I saw
sounds
they were like holding on to each other.
tragic.
So
Like on the handlebars?
If one falls.
That's apparently a big no-no. So typically how it works is you pay $1 to pick it up. And then depending on the company, it's like 15 cents a minute thereafter.
I've
So
heard it was $17 for the hour.
No, well, I don't know. I'm not great at math.
I think
but
each
15
show's
cents.
different, or each one's
Well,
different.
yeah.
Yeah, 15
probably.
cents up to 17 cents per minute. But then if you park it at one of the charging stations, you get $1 credit. So,
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, it's probably relatively inexpensive if you think about it.
Yeah.
Now, would you take one of these? Be honest with me.
No.
No? Wouldn't you feel dumb
I'm
on a
trying to get a
scooter?
visual of Brianna.
I'm like,
I
I'm
know.
a 40-year-old damn man riding a scooter.
Yeah.
What's my issue, right?
Well,
I mean, I'm in my 20s. I still wouldn't do it. Like, what in the world? Drunk ass would flip right off one of those things.
They travel no faster than 10 miles an hour, and they are allowed to cruise on sidewalks, bike lanes, or in the street. However, there is a provider called Wheels that provides you with a seated option, which will go up to 20 miles an hour, but you can't ride that one on sidewalks.
So
Isn't that
what
a
if you what if you crash it? What if you get hurt?
I mean, you probably,
How's that
I'm
work?
sure there's some contractual language in there that holds you responsible. What if you get drunk and throw it in Lake Eola? Because that's been happening as well.
But what's the
serious.
actual purpose of these things? Is it to really get from point A to point B? Because in New York
Yes.
City,
Yeah.
we have the city bikes, and you'll see a businessman in a full
Right.
suit riding to work
Yeah,
on a bike.
sure.
Yeah.
But are these scooters just for people to mess around?
No. I mean,
No,
I think it's
usually
really
You gotta
right
think
around
about it.
town.
When you're in places like UCF and downtown, parking is expensive.
It is.
Okay.
And the ability to get from point A to point B in short distances
Yeah.
is crucial. You can
Yeah,
leave those
absolutely.
scooters anywhere. You can get out of class and look on the app and find your closest scooter or the bikes when the bikes were big, the juice bikes or the lime bikes or whatever, So A, it's cost effective. But B, you're not paying for the parking, and C, you're saving time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
So if you're running late for something, you can get there a lot quicker.
You'd circle the blocks 3 or 4 times.
So-
Absolutely, you can just ditch this sucker in a bush.
You know how some people who have animals will do the invisible dog fence?
Yes.
Well, the scooters have an invisible scooter fence around UCF as well.
Oh, really?
They
So,
can't,
yeah,
they
so-
can't go any farther.
So the UCF has scooters are limited by a virtual fence, and they just stop operating once you pass University Boulevard and Alafaya.
That sounds dangerous AF.
Uh-oh.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's dangerous to walk or anything around there, isn't it? You
Oh,
hear
UCF
about
area?
pedestrian accidents all the time over there.
Think about it. University at Alafaya.
Ugh.
6 lanes, both directions.
Literally.
It's like crazy.
It
It's
is
amazing
nuts.
how
It is
infrequently. I might have been to UCF. I've lived here over a decade. I've been to UCF maybe 3 times.
Really?
You're not missing much.
No, it's
It's a huge campus, though.
It is.
It's massive. They built buildings when I was still going there.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I went there for a little while too, and it is. It's gotten bigger since I was there. And you would. I mean, those lime green bikes and those lime scooters would have been great for then,
Right.
Because the fact. I mean, I had classes where I probably went from one building to the other, and it was almost a mile worth of a walk just to get there.
Yeah.
Now, you know that, well, I don't know. I'm not sure the answer to this, but I'm almost positive that you could get a DUI on a scooter, right? Because it's a motorized...
Yeah. You can DUI on a horse, so you can get it on a scooter.
I think so, too.
Can you get it on a
Get a
bicycle?
DUI on a horse?
Yeah, you can do it.
Is
on
the
a
horse
bike.
I don't know about a bicycle.
Oh, because, man,
I think that's...
I used to come out of Ale House at Full Sail. Trash, dude.
Matt in Laguna, what's up, brother?
Well, y'all just distracted me. My ex-wife's best friend at college was from Santa Cruz, and her dad got a DUI on his beach cruiser on the Santa Cruz Pier.
I think my dad did, too, actually. My dad got a DUI on a lot of different things, though. I can't keep up anymore, really.
That was back when you could get away with it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think he got a warning on the bicycle one. What's up, Matt?
Kenny, what the hell was I just talking about?
DUIs, bike cruisers, beach cruisers.
Yeah, we went from talking about
Oh, no,
bicyclists.
the scooters. I'm
All right.
sorry. I got it now. I came back.
Good.
I think I got
Welcome back.
No, downtown Palm Springs used to have the scooters, and they finally outlawed them. People, you can't legally be on one without a helmet, but people were getting on them without a helmet.
Sure.
And I was rolling down Palm Canyon Road one Sunday morning while they were still legal, and there was this beautiful girl in a long flowing like sundress and kind of those high heel sandal shoes on a scooter going like 25 miles an hour. And I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be a disaster if that dress gets caught up in the wheel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
It was insane. She was like following her boyfriend, and he was just dressed like Charlie in 2.5 Men.
Oh.
So they're just rolling around town.
It's all good.
I think he had sandals on, too. Why would you get on a scooter with sandals on?
Did the weather clear up out there or what? Yesterday you said it was crappy.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful today. Go get your sticks and fly out.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Yeah, too much state income tax for us, pal. You should head this way, probably.
Yeah. Gosh, it was 85 today.
I'm a native Texan, brother, so
I got
the
you.
old folks won't go with me. I'm out here. I'm kind of stuck due to health reasons,
Yeah.
mutual health reasons.
I got you.
So,
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
otherwise, hey, nice talking to y'all.
You too,
Be
man.
good.
Thanks, man. Bye. And PR Joe said he knows a guy who got a DUI on a lawnmower.
That's right.
Now, there you go.
That guy did get a DUI on a lawnmower.
Now, do you know, people have asked me this a lot lately, is can I take my dog in the Uber? That's a great question.
That's a great question.
That we're going to answer right on the other side of this very short break. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
You're listening to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark.
Today's opening statement is brought to you by Sapphire Timeshare Cancellation. If you're looking to ditch your timeshare, Sapphire is a leader in the exit industry. Backed by award-winning customer service and a money-back guarantee, everyone wins. So don't spend another dime on maintenance fees and give them a call today at 407-362-7859 or visit them online at sapphiretimesharecancellation.com.
Dangerous conversation.
I'm washing my hands more than I did before. I mean, I did wash my hands. Don't, come on. But
I didn't say anything.
I'm doing it more often.
You sure you weren't patient zero since you don't like to wash your hands?
Yeah, we're going to open the door, and guys in hazmat suits are going to be standing right out there. And they're going to go, take all your clothes off, and we're going to spray you down.
Dangerous conversation. Weekdays starting at 10 a.m. Unfiltered, unafraid. Florida Man Radio.
Tune into the Shannon Burke Show every Friday for Free Money Fridays, brought to you by Greens Energy Services. Win free green, plus save some green when you choose Greens Energy Services as your AC provider. Get all the details on how to win free cash every Friday at FloridaManRadio.com.
The Secure Act was the biggest retirement bill to pass in 10 years. What does this mean to you and your family in 2020? Do you know why you should never inherit an IRA again? Do you know how it affects you when you have a new baby and the major changes it has for your 401k plan? Go to oxygenfinancial.com and get our free guide on the Secure Act here in 2020. Isn't it time you figured out how to save more money in taxes this year? Go to oxygenfinancial.com right now and get your free 2020 Secure Act guide today.
Hey, it's Shannon Burke inviting you to join me for the first Florida Man Radio Bike Night this Thursday from 7 till 9 at Porky's Original Barbecue in downtown Apopka. Join me and fellow bikers as we enjoy a great evening at Porky's with $2 beers, the best barbecue in Central Florida. Check out some cool bikes and join me for a beer and barbecue, and you could win a Florida Man Radio prize, including the coveted Shannon Burke Show t-shirts. Make sure to come out for Florida Man Radio Bike Night this Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. at Porky's on Main Street in downtown Apopka.
Hey y'all, it's Bubba and Cooter. At Gatorland, there's more gators, more animals, and more fun than ever before. Visit with our giant white gators in our white gator swamp. Plus bobcats and Florida Panthers, not to mention great shows like the world-famous Gator Jumperoo Show. And don't forget your swim trunks for the Gator Gully Splash Park. And Florida residents get in for only $14.99 with a valid Florida ID now through the end of February. For more information, call 407-855-5496 or go to Gatorland.com.
Visit Isuzu of Ocala for all your service and parts needs for your Isuzu trucks. We are here to serve you with extended service hours, a huge on-site parts inventory, and parts delivery to businesses anywhere in Central Florida. Visit IsuzuOcala.com or 352-840-0070.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. In all honesty, it's a very hard thing to do. The good news is, Tobacco Free Florida is here to help you quit your way by offering the free support and tools you'll need to succeed. When you call Tobacco Free Florida's phone quit service at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW, you'll be able to connect to a quit coach who will help you assess your addiction by starting you off with a personalized quit plan. You may also qualify for free nicotine patches or gum. It doesn't matter how many times you've tried to quit, now is your time to succeed. Along with Phone Quit, we offer a series of additional proven tools to help you quit your way, such as Group Quit and Web Quit. So give us a call at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW to double your chances of success. Ask about free nicotine replacement options to help you quit today. This is your start to a tobacco-free life. No judgments, just help.
Inside Florida.
Anywhere I want.
Outside Florida.
I can't get enough.
There are so many ways to make sure you don't miss a minute of Florida Man Radio. Catch Bubba the Love Sponge.
You want to go to the Monster Jam show?
That'd be a yippee-yo for sure.
Couldn't have answered it any more dumb than that.
Well, I use your vernacular around the house. So now I have my 2-year-old daughter. She just out of nowhere she'll say backdoor Willie.
It's probably the one thing you don't want your daughter saying.
Dangerous conversation. Ed Till, the Shannon Burke Show.
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm following along fine.
We're talking about Pizza Rat, and then you went into knee braces, sleeping on a horse, and eating sausages.
Out there in radio land, I'm killing.
And you have Power Radio with Justin Clark at 660 AM, 105.5 FM, online at FloridaManRadio.com, or anytime, anywhere with the Florida Man Radio app. Download it now in your Google Play or App Store.
Get it right now.
Florida Man is on the loose, unfiltered, unafraid. Florida Man Radio. Now, back to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark.
How does he time walking back in the studio so perfectly at times? I mean, do you just have, you've been doing radio so long, you have like this clock.
Got a clock in his
that
head.
you know when
I can do it with my eyes
I mean,
closed.
literally the music turned on and Mick Dolan walks back in.
Hey, I gotta make an entrance.
You've been doing
I was
this.
looking for my Justin
Oh, there
Clark
you go,
water
there you go.
here.
So, a lot of us take Uber or you take Lyft. I did it this weekend. It's really part of the American, maybe worldwide culture at this point. But have you ever thought you're taking a little Fido with you? Can you bring Fido into that Uber with you? 321-339-1055. You can also text me at that very same number. But first, don't forget, this Thursday, 7 to 9, it is Bike Night with Shannon Burke. Shannon will be out at Porky's Original Barbecue in Apopka, 256 East Main Street. This is right in downtown Apopka. From 7 to 9. Hang with bike enthusiasts. Win Shannon Burke Show t-shirts. $2 beers.
That's awesome.
Sounds then the food there obviously
Sounds
is fantastic
good to me.
as well. And then we're about a week and a half away now from the Spelling Bee.
The Wekiva Island Spelling Bee, where Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson from the Shannon Burke Show will be hosting. This is Saturday, February 22nd from 6 to 8. The grand prize includes free Bud Light for a year.
He can't even spell whoop ass.
So is he hosting or is he actually?
No, he's hosting.
Okay.
He's hosting.
So he doesn't spell
he'll
anything.
somehow get sucked into spelling some words.
Oh,
Let's not kid
absolutely.
ourselves.
I'm gonna shout some things out.
Bubba,
Bubba.
Bubba. Spell Bubba.
No, he'll be drinking heavily.
Smell whoop ass, Bubba. Spell it.
Bubba, spell Wilson.
Spell Wakava. Let me stop before he hears us.
W-E Kiva.
Let me cut that out. Spell seltzer.
321-339-1055. For a fee, Uber customers can now bring their non-service animal, dogs, cats, etc., along on their ride-share journey. Uber Pet officially just launched in Orlando yesterday. Cost you an extra $5, and then the driver has to participate. Not all drivers are going to participate.
Yeah, that was my first question. Do the drivers have to agree to this?
No.
Yeah,
And
some
if
drivers-
it's a service animal, they have to allow you to bring your service animal. If not, they don't have to. And it begs the
there
question:
it is.
if you were an Uber or a Lyft driver, obviously it's your own car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you want to allow pets for an extra $5 in your car?
Nah, because you're probably not getting all $5 of those dollars.
Yeah, word. Like,
Think about it.
Can I get a little extra money to clean
That's a
my car
good
at the end of the
point.
night?
Well, are they
Like literally, Uber drivers just lifted their heads up. Like,
Well-
wait a minute, we're only getting $1.50 more. What do you?
I'm sure they're
No,
not
you
getting the
need a
whole
spot.
$5 because the entire charge is $5. So
Yeah, there it
Uber's
is.
getting a piece of that. Uber's not going to not get a piece of that prize. You know.
Wow.
Drivers who opt out of the Uber Pet program will still be required to accept service animals. Here's another thing with Uber. I was in St. Augustine not too long ago, and it was me, Pilar, and the two kids. And we got in the car, and they wouldn't let us ride because we didn't have a car seat.
For the girls.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was like, I'm sure I've done this 1,000 times, and no one said a word about it. Maybe it's just hush hush.
You're really not supposed to do that.
You're not
though.
supposed to.
No.
That's
You're
a bad
lawyer,
parenting.
You are a lawyer.
Bad
I mean, it was
Ubering.
Pilar's idea. It wasn't my
No, of
idea.
course,
I
of
was even
course.
telling her, I was like, this is
Listen to
dumb.
this.
This is dumb. We
I
shouldn't
said-
do it.
I was like, Pilar, what are we doing? She's like, no, it's cool.
Hold them in your lap.
I thought that's what you did. I
Hold them in
swear.
your lap.
Where's she from? Columbia?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're lap
it's
animals.
legal there.
Hold them in your lap.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they don't even have automatic cars there. They can do it. You know, you can do whatever you want there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you have to keep that kid in a seat for a long
I
time.
know, my
these
bad.
days.
So yeah, I guess I should have known that.
Like,
But
tell
what do
her,
you do? Like you have like a
seven
blow up car seat or something?
Well, no,
I mean,
there's
how do
actually
you travel with kids then?
there's a Uber, and there's like a van, but there was a lady, and she was like, "Did you need a car seat or anything?" And she just had some in the back.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
just
sure.
because she realized that, like, people travel, and sometimes they don't bring their.
Sometimes the drivers really step up.
Yeah, they don't bring the car
Yeah,
seat.
but not this driver. This driver just said, get the hell out of my car, and I'm charging you $5 for the for coming here.
Well, that's what the lady said. She said she had too many canceled rides, so she was like, that's cutting into her margin. So obviously,
So she
was like-
invested in a car seat. That's
I mean,
pretty
she had a
smart.
van anyway, so I think she
Yeah.
had kids.
I mean, if you had a little Corolla, I don't know if there's room for the car seat.
Right,
Can
that's
you
true.
smoke in an Uber?
No, man.
I don't know.
Nah,
Well,
one
I mean,
time I had bud in my pocket, and the driver was like, "Damn, it smells like weed right now." He had to look back to make sure I wasn't lighting something up. I was bringing something to a party.
Kenny got that gas. on him.
that gas on.
God.
Also launching.
Was that legal? No.
No, and once again, to keep Kenny from getting himself in trouble, he was carrying Bud FM in his pocket.
There you go.
That's what it was.
And had it on the app. As a
had
matter
my
of fact,
earbuds,
there you
my
go.
Had it on the
Good
app.
job, Gary. Hey, Eric, that's good.
Join in this fun if you want. Dial 321-339-1055. You can also text me at that very same number. We will get back to you.
I'm willing to bet that there's Uber drivers that will allow you to smoke.
I'm sure for the right amount of dough.
Absolutely. If you split half with them.
Yeah. In New York? Oh,
No,
sorry.
I'm talking about cigarettes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the window open.
Also launching on February 12th, a new app called Paxi will provide on-demand transportation for owners and their pets when they can't find it elsewhere. Apparently, this is just launching in Volusia County, servicing the Daytona Beach area. Paxi will create 40 new jobs in the area, and it's dedicated just to people with pets.
Taxi for Patty.
So I've never really thought about taking my animals in an Uber. Normally, if you're going somewhere that it is that important, you have to take your dog. You take your own car,
To the vet.
right? Yeah, but if you go to the vet, generally you drive them in your car,
Right.
right? I mean, can you think of anywhere you've been in an Uber that you needed to take your animal with you?
Honestly, I guess the certain instances probably come up where they got in their car, it's not turning over, but I got to take Fido to the vet.
Right.
Well,
so they call an
that's
Uber,
sick.
and then there comes the awkward conversation of,
It's not even that though. You got to consider again that
Fido
there
come
is
in
a
your car?
lot of this younger millennial generation that
Oh my
doesn't
God.
have a car, and you're not taking Fido down to the vet on the lime green scooter.
On the scooter?
So you're gonna have to get a car to drive him down
you can
there.
stack 2-3 people on the scooter, but you can't bring your dog.
It comes down to you as an Uber driver how much you're willing to tolerate.
Let them run aside.
Well, that's
if
always
you,
the
if you want to be like, well, if you don't have a car seat, then, okay, you're not gonna make money. But if you're that guy that's like, you know what, I got car seats,
But that's against
I got doggy
Yeah.
treats.
Kenny,
The
it's
car
not a
seat thing is
personal
a law.
preference. It's a law, baby. Like we can't. Don't let Justin fool you, honey. Like
That was
Kenny,
Pilar.
we're gonna have
you're gonna
I
let
hate to
them
sound-
babies out. Don't let this man fool you.
Son, sit down, and we're gonna have a talk.
He said it's a personal preference to put your kids in the car seat.
I know you guys got the Amber Alert yesterday morning.
Yes.
You remember?
Yeah.
You can't miss it. It's so loud.
Yeah.
Everyone's like staring at each other. Did a bomb go off? We
Scared us
still
all.
haven't figured out how to react to the Amber Alert that goes off when everyone's in the same room. It takes like 3 to 4 seconds to realize, oh, it's one of those Amber Alerts, right?
It does.
And then most of the time you're wondering, okay, is this a fake? Is this a fire drill? Or is this the legit thing? I knew for a fact yesterday when I saw the interview with this father of this 3-year-old kid in a Popka that something was amiss. Did you see this story?
I read the story. I didn't see the interview.
The father yesterday. And so not only did they show the Amber Alert in the morning, and it was, on the news here, that they also showed the reunion between father and 3-year-old yesterday evening. Something felt wrong. I just knew something was wrong. Well, the father who claimed his 3-year-old daughter was snatched from their Apopka home Monday, with the kidnappers getting away from him only after he chased them all the way to Marion County before losing them, actually made up the story.
Of course you do.
After learning the girl's mother had taken her while he was at work.
That's it.
So
he lost her,
well,
basically,
to
and
the
tried
mom.
to
Somehow
CYA,
somehow the mom had come to pick her up
but he didn't know.
but she must have been home with someone. He was at work. The mother came and picked her up. So he created this whole scene where he was at the house and he put the kid in the car and he went back inside because he forgot something. When he came back out, he saw people snatching his little girl. This was a made-up story. However, it's a little bit weird because the cops aren't exactly saying if they're going to arrest him or not, because apparently he actually did have custody, but he certainly was filing a false report.
That's the thing. I mean, if she didn't have custody and it wasn't in her time for visitation or anything like that, it was kidnapping what she was doing. So why make up a weird story?
Well, he said he called 911, but was told by a dispatcher that there was no crime if the mother has the child, which is why allegedly he came up with the story that the girl was kidnapped. So it's kind of weird. I'm not sure how I feel about
That
this.
is kind of weird. Yeah.
And he has not been charged.
And how is that not a crime? Because not just the week before, the father that kidnapped they didn't know they'd already killed the other 2 people, but kidnapped the 1-month-old, and they immediately threw out Amber Alert, and that's a crime for that. So
Right.
why would the deputy say that's not a crime if she's with her mom?
Because you put out the Amber Alert.
So they
But
found
you disturbed people.
Yeah, the police found the mom and her boyfriend. The girl's like 18. The boyfriend is 19. They were taken into custody up in the Panhandle, Tallahassee area in Leon County, because of warrants out of Apopka for this abduction. But I think people are confused, right? I don't think that the authorities really know what they're going to do. But here's the real shrapnel of the deal.
All right.
2 other people in the car at the time were taken into custody due to this false police report by ICE. So these people are just along for the ride. Next thing you know, they're on a plane back to wherever they're from.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
See, I don't know if I like that either.
They're entertainment.
I mean,
Can't
these
say
guys
they
are just cruising down the street. Now all of a sudden they're getting deported.
I mean,
jeez.
Well, you got to pick your friends.
Gotta
be careful.
Can't be riding dirty, buddy.
Although Mr. Meha was not forthcoming with information he provided to the police department, he did have lawful custody of his daughter, and she was unlawfully removed by the mother, We continue to investigate this matter according to the Apopka Police Department.
We're just going to disregard the fact that he lied.
So, yes.
Because if not, that baby does have to go into the system. So
And it wasn't a lie.
They said there's some paperwork. We're just going to overlook all that.
It wasn't just a lie. It was an elaborate scheme.
Yeah, it was an elaborate lie.
Took a lot of people's time.
Yeah.
To investigate.
Got folks looking.
How many Amber Alerts have you gotten lately? That's the only one I've had in a long time. I can't think.
Second or third one in a while.
Don't we even have a thing where if you're driving down the interstate, if they abduct an elderly person, it's like a silver alert?
Silver alert. And that's normally for them if they're like Alzheimer's or things like that. Where
got behind the wheel.
Yeah. And it's always like a Cadillac. Almost every time it's like 2014
or a
Buick Cadillac.
Buick.
Yeah, that's
Or
a
a
pretty
big
good
Buick.
point. Yeah.
Buick LeSabre.
321-339-1055. I think that you are kidding yourself if you don't know who's going to win the Democratic nomination for president.
Who's it going to be?
Of course. I mean, it's not even. It's a no-brainer. You know, it's Bloomberg, right? There's no way in the world.
So Bernie's out?
There's no way in the world anyone else is going to be allowed to run against Trump other than Bloomberg. And here's another thing. Michael Bloomberg is doubling his already unprecedented television advertising budget. Doubling it. He's already spent $350 million
Nah, but he
in TV advertising, and now he's about to double it. He's also increasing his campaign to 2,500 people. The guy's going to win. And then who do you think they're really going to let Bernie Sanders run? There's no way.
They really shouldn't.
I mean, the guy will get destroyed.
And that's exactly what Bloomberg's doing. Is Bloomberg is allowing Bernie Sanders, who's got a popularity, to take these little small Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and build up this head of steam. And because he's not even running in these races.
Yeah.
He's not even running until Super Tuesday. And then Bloomberg's going to drop in there on Super Tuesday when Biden's already been knocked out because he couldn't get past Bernie Sanders. Buttigieg is going to be knocked out because he couldn't get past Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Warren gone. It's just going to be him and Bernie Sanders, and he is just going to destroy Bernie Sanders because the rest of the Democratic Party wants nothing to do with Bernie Sanders.
He was asked about the Iowa caucus fiasco. He said, "I don't know. I don't care." He also said yesterday, "I heard something happened in Iowa, but I really don't know what happened. I don't care." So he's like,
talking.
yeah, because he wasn't even involved in the Iowa caucus at all.
Isn't he showing up though in New Hampshire? People are writing him.
He's coming. They're writing him in, but he is not officially there. And he's coming and he's doing rallies and stuff like that. But yeah, he is not actually entering the race until Super Tuesday.
When is that?
It's a Tuesday.
I think it's this coming Tuesday.
No, it's in March.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Jill Biden made the news today. Do you hear what she did? She was protecting her man today, a heckler today at a former Vice President Joe Biden's rally. Got him really all flustered until Jill stepped in
and saved the day
and pushed the man basically out of the way. Pushed him gently, according to this story. It reminds me of, you remember when Roger Goodell's wife created a fake Twitter to defend him? It's really the same thing. And I think Roger was like, "Sweetie, thank you, but enough already. You're making me look kind of,
So was it another, what was it, lion, dog face, pony soldier or whatever?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
That's a great quote.
Perfect.
321
That's a John Wayne quote.
321-339-1055. Do you have a .org? Do you have a nonprofit organization, or have you ever wondered why people would choose .org versus .com? Does it have to be nonprofit? And who owns that company?
I think we can do both.
Right on the other side of this very short break, it's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
You're listening to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark. The Shannon Burke Show.
So, Jewish couple kicked off the plane. They believe it was discrimination. It was because their body odor was so foul.
Get off the plane, dude.
American Airlines owes it to the 200 other passengers to get your stank ass off the plane.
Weekday afternoons from 2 till 6. Unfiltered, unafraid. Florida Man Radio.
At JVC, we continue to grow, and we're hiring. Opportunities and promotions, programming, and sales to start right away. Mark your calendar for the JVC Open House Job Fair, Wednesday, February 19th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Polish up your resume and bring it with you to meet our staff in person. That's right, meet with our team face-to-face, ask questions, tour the facility, and let us know more about you and why we need you to be part of our team. It's the JVC Open House Job Fair, Wednesday, February 19th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. 2301 Lucian Way in Maitland, Suite 180.
Oh no, the garage door is stuck again.
Ugh, not again. We can't be late today.
I know, we don't have time for this. I'm calling Florida Door Solutions today.
Having a faulty garage door can be time-consuming and a security risk, so don't wait another day to call Florida Door Solutions. They install a variety of garage doors, openers, and other accessories. Looking for a repair? Florida Door Solutions repairs all makes and models and offers emergency service. Call us today at 407-884-5955 or visit fladoor.com.
Hey, it's Shannon Burke, and I've been talking about my Puronics water system from Carter Water for a few months now. So why haven't you called yet? Call today for 6 months, no interest and no payments. And how about this? If you don't want to pay at all, text WATER to 321-339-1055 to see if you qualify. Carter Water is giving away a Puronics iGen system for free. Text WATER to 321-339-1055 for your chance to win a Puronics iGen system from Carter Water. You can call Carter Water today at 407-889-0349 or check them out at carterwater.com. If you have legal papers to be served anywhere in the state, then the team at Magic Process, with more than 25 years in the business, is your go-to. Hey, it's Shannon Burke, and Magic Process is a full-service litigation support company offering not only service of civil process, but skip tracing, court filings, document recovery, public records researches, foreclosure sales, and eviction support. Get a discount if you tell them you heard it here on Florida Man Radio. Magic Process, Florida's premier process service and litigation support team, veteran-owned and operated. Call 407-541-0697 or online at magicprocess.com.
Looking for a place to go with friends or meet new ones? Then you're looking for Frogger's Grill and Bar, and one is bound to be near you.
There's always something happening at Frogger's.
Frogger's. Check it out for yourself.
Great place, great food. Today, enjoy 60-cent boneless wings and $2.50 Bud and Bud Light pints.
Watch your favorite sports on dozens of screens. A killer menu where everything is fresh, never frozen. Apopka, Mount Dora, Oviedo, Altamont Springs, and now open Old Town. Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hop in with food and fun.
AC problems getting you down? Four Seasons Air Conditioning has been keeping Florida comfortable since 1953. Before your air conditioner lets you down, call Four Seasons to schedule something that is important: maintenance. Four Seasons AC does more than fix your system. They actually follow up to make sure you're comfortable. 407-295-9231. Four Seasons Air Conditioning, the company you wish you called first. That's 407-295-9231 or visit 4acnow.com. CAC 056308.
Florida Man is on the loose and everywhere.
Anywhere I want. Anywhere I need.
There's so many ways to get your fix of Florida Man Radio. Don't miss a minute of Bubba the Love Sponge.
You think we would all be building our arms up if the only way to defend yourself was to have, a real nice pea shooter of an arm?
That's why they started making catapults and slingshots.
Yeah, so that dorks like me and Seth could have a chance.
Dangerous conversation. Ed Till, The Shannon Burke Show.
I ain't letting no Chinaman mash on me. I bring in my assistant to walk on back right now. Okay, first put the bean in ear. And tomorrow you'll have big erection.
And you have Power Radio with Justin Clark. Listen live now on 660 AM, 105.5 FM, online at floridamanradio.com. Or take us with you anywhere, anytime with the Florida Man Radio app. Just search Florida Man Radio in your Google Play or App Store. Unfiltered, unafraid, Florida Man Radio. Now, back to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark.
This has got to be one of the biggest scams in history, I think. The company that owns .orgs, all .orgs, like if you want to buy a .org, right, you buy those if you have a nonprofit, technically, right? I mean, that's what you think of.
There's a company?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a company. Well, they are now selling their company to private equity firm Ethos Capital for $1.1 billion. So let's get this straight. So you sell us the .org domain because I'm doing, like a no-kill shelter or something like that.
Right.
But you're doing it for a profit? How does this work? I mean, who invented this concept? I don't know. But here's the other thing. You don't have to be a nonprofit to have a .org.
You don't.
You could be Subway down the street.
Well, how
Subway.org.
How come?
You mean Mick.Dolan.
MickDolan.org.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
So I don't understand what the real problem is. But so this .org thing came along, believe it or not, in the mid 1980s. It's been around for a while, huh?
Yeah.
Was that when Al Gore invented this whole deal?
I think he was a little earlier than that.
He invented the internet before that?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, anyway, the .org has been around since the mid-1980s, and since 2003, .org has been managed by the Public Interest Registry at the Internet Society, who sells all the .orgs for $10 per year. So you pay $10 a year, whereas for the other ones, I guess you pay a little bit more or whatever. But now they're up for sale for $1.1 billion.
They have only the .orgs.
Only the .orgs, and does anyone want?
There's .com, there's CA, there's.
Do you guys want to take a guess at what's going to happen to the $10 yearly fee when private equity comes in for $1.1 billion?
If it goes up, I'm switching back to my .com. Tell you that.
I mean, clearly it's going to go up, right? I mean, there's no doubt about it.
You sure Disney doesn't own that? They go
They
up.
own everything else, huh?
company.
They go up.
So JustinClark.org.
Let's do it. Let's
is
get
taken,
in. Let's get in.
And it's a public historian.
Oh, really?
Oh, you're already
But
taken.
you,
Sorry.
You don't even need that anymore.
I
They've
looked you up.
they've released all of it too much now to the point where you can get JustinClark.law.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So I mean, you can do LAW or all the cross
.legal or .whatever.
But if somebody has your name already, you could go to them and negotiate.
MickDolan.org is open. You want it for $1.99?
Well, I don't make a profit, so
the
maybe that'll be good.
The McDolan organization.
That's right.
It's essentially the Mick doing business as the McDolan Beer Fund.
There you go.
Video streaming continues to absolutely, positively go bananas. In 2019, there were 646,152 unique titles under streaming. That's a lot, right? 646,000 individual shows or movies or whatever. That's quite a bit.
In the world?
In the world. Out of those 646,000, 103,000 were exclusive to linear television. The rest were on these other streaming services. But here's the deal. We think that everyone's cutting the cord and saving money. 93% of you said that you would either keep the amount of streaming services you have next year or increase the number of streaming services that you have, while 3% of you said you were planning to drop one or more subscriptions. That's crazy.
It is. I mean, I'm running 3 right now, but I mean, I also acquire a lot of my streaming from other streams from questionable practices because of the fact that otherwise, just to watch certain shows that I want to see, I would have to have like 7 or 8 streaming services now.
And then it wouldn't be cost effective.
No, and those are like, it's a streaming service of just that one show right now with things like the CBS one. I kind of want to see that Picard show, but I don't want to pay CBS for that.
No.
DC has their own one.
Yeah.
There's a couple shows I want to see on that, but I don't want to pay another $10 a month for those 2 shows.
60% of you say you have more than one streaming service. And Nielsen also noted that the people between the ages of 18 and 34 were most likely to have multiple subscriptions, and 47% of people have at least 3.
I have 7.
7. And cable, or did you finally cancel the cable?
Oh, no, we've never had cable.
Oh.
Like, I don't do cable.
A religion thing, or just straight up money?
No, I don't watch cable.
Let's see, I have at least...
Since moving out of my parents' house, my parents still have cable, but I don't have cable.
I believe I have 4 going right now.
Yeah.
Fire away.
I have the Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon.
The largest share of streaming at 31% is Netflix.
Yeah.
YouTube is next with 21%. Hulu comes in at third with 12%. Amazon Prime, 8%. And the remaining 28% is split between Apple TV, Disney Plus, all those sort of things.
Yeah.
So.
Disney Plus is coming on.
Dude, I have so many of these things and DirecTV.
Yeah,
I'm
the thing is, like, you kept the cable. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Lazy old men like me, it's too much trouble to go. I'll just stay with cable. I got Netflix, and that's the only extra I got.
I mean, I don't know where we're headed in this, but obviously people are trying to save money every month by cutting the cord.
I don't think it's saving.
But I don't necessarily think that at the end of the day we really are saving
We're
that
only
much
paying
money.
$45 a month for all of those services, though.
That's
so yeah, when we did the math on it, because like we were looking at like the more to add, but when we did the math, yeah, it's only $45
So you
a
get
month.
local TV on any of those?
On the Fire Stick, yeah.
Or just a good old-fashioned antenna does the job for you when it comes to
I mean,
local
they
stuff.
have made antennas cool.
It is good.
I have an
quality
HD.
is
I have an
excellent.
HD antenna, which looks like a big black square
Right.
that's pinned to my
Yeah,
wall.
I have that.
and it does a good job for what I need when I need local sports that don't have.
And they
near
got
anything
all
like
those
that.
little sub channels too.
Speaking of pin, it does come with like a little pin. It's the weirdest
Yeah,
thing.
you just stick it to the wall.
I mean, couldn't we get a little bit more of a manly pin than what comes with these antennas these days, though?
Oh, sorry.
I mean, that can barely hang up a kite, let alone an antenna. And every time I try to put that little pin in the wall, it starts to break on me, too. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
So when you buy these antennas now, they're like $12, but they don't look like it's not an antenna like this. It's a little black flat thing, and it comes with a little pin to put on the wall. But it's a little pin that you couldn't even prick a little baby's
it's
finger with.
not
it.
even like a push pen
They
type
got
of thing.
those little
But y'all
adhesive
bugging
things.
buying the antenna. I took a coaxial, stripped the back end of it, plugged into the TV.
Yeah.
You go to your settings, you go to channel search, boom.
Now that is Brooklyn right there, son.
Right, this is
Brooklyn
what we're
as it
not
gets.
gonna
That
do.
is
grassroots.
Brooklyn.
Well, I don't
Jeez.
know.
Kenny Penny,
All
I
know,
like it.
man.
at your service.
What else? Man, we're not.
321-339-1055. Thursday night, 2 days away from Bike Night with Shannon Burke. It is at Porky's Original Barbecue in downtown Apopka, 256 East Main Street, 7 o'clock to 9 p.m. Bike enthusiast, motorcycle enthusiast. I don't want to be confused with the Lance Armstrong
Yeah, don't
type.
be showing up there in your spandex.
Nope, spandex with the
So
the
what if
shoes.
a bicycle
Sorry, Kenny.
shows up?
Then you
probably
don't
gonna get
wear.
jumped.
Yeah, wear some cover-ups.
He's gonna end up
probably
covered
not.
in a Shannon Burke T-shirt, but not the way he wanted to be.
Yes, right.
We're gonna have the best barbecue in town and $2 beers as well. Also looking forward to not this Saturday but next. What's up, Kenny?
We got the spelling bee, not just any spelling bee. The Wekiva Island Spelling Bee, hosted by Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson. This will be on Wekiva Island, and again, the grand prize is free Bud Light Seltzer for a year. Everybody who signs up will get a free round of Bud Light before the games begin.
Before they start spelling.
And the second place runner-up will get a $100 Wekiva Island gift card. So come on out. It's going to be loads of fun. We'll all be there.
It's just fun. Yeah.
I will tell you the one thing that's great about, well, there are a lot of good things about streaming, but if you have an outdoor television, you remember how much of a pain it was to have the DirecTV guy or Spectrum guy come out and you tell them, they'd be like, where would you like some TV, sir? And then you point outside, you'd be like,
Yeah, and you see him go back to his truck and just unroll cord for an hour.
Well, now with the streaming, you don't need to run cords outside. So I would say that is one of the benefits, right?
That's right.
Good job tonight.
I still have my dish antenna up on the roof. Though.
Do you really?
I did.
I do too, because I still have DirecTV.
Well, I don't use it though.
Madness.
They won't take it down.
Yeah.
They will not take it down.
Brianna, good job.
Thank you.
How do
Same
I
for you.
find you? How do I find? How do I check out the beautiful Brianna?
You can check us out on You Have Power Radio or follow me personally, Brianna Daniel Official.
EC
At the Eric Stacy, STEACY on Twitter.
The Kenny.
Ladies only. I'm on Instagram. Kenny the Penny with underscores in between.
And what about you, Orlando radio legend?
Mick DFMR, baby.
Or under a rock.
Thank you so much for joining us. If you missed anything, don't forget you can watch the show at You Have Power Radio on Facebook and YouTube. Tune back in tomorrow morning from 6 to 10 for Bubba the Love Sponge. Scott Ledger's here from 10 to 2. That's when Ed Till takes over from noon until 2.